With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 90, walk. 47. Let's go, defense. 22 jumps.
Now Bennett to throw. Off play action. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
14 yards. And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 39.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass. Slip. You're out. Switch.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Squeeze.
Here's Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Here we go. Both 7. Hey, orbit. Exit.
Bennett from the gun on third down. He's going to launch this thing. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Here we go.
Now it's gone. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll make it third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a third and 8. Open man, here's Foster. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, foxtrot. You better be afraid of me. Mike, ready?
Throwing again. Bennett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Tonight, 180. Kill.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Be ready. Mike, 53. Mike.
Gone. This is the tight end fan. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
We go tonight. 180. 53. Mike, 53. Come on, baby.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Bennett now, operating from the gun. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Bennett to throw on 2nd down. And he is going to go down. he's sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And here's Bennett from the gun. He'll throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here.
Hey.
They run for it with Carson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. 34's a mark. He's coming. Check in. And here we go. Watch the pass. Get ready.
Now Bennett to throw. Going to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, check back. Hey. And 2.
From the gun, Bennett. And that's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Switch. Check 37.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. 4-yard. The pickup, first down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. First and 5.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Out of the gun, gone. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he's got room. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go.
At their own 37-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Bennett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking to throw. Bennett. And that will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
At the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now you won. 44, Mike, 44.
Here's Gall. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack then. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
44's Mike. Check, check. All right, T, let's check. All right, T.
Throwing on third. Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Ready, break.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 20.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
At the 47-yard line.
180. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch. Louis. Jim.
On first down, Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here goes tonight. 120. Watch the slant. Check 9. Big gas. Go, 12. Let's go.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Like 20. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Hey. Nice 50, nice 50.
From the gun on third down, Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I got you. Go. Check Mike 34. Mike 34. I'm coming. Get it.
Bennett operating from the gun. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 5. Hold on. Check.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get that ball. Two. Shoot. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Goff. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 46 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
That's what I do. Hard ball. Check 26, check 20.
Another run by Lindsey. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Back to throw. Bennett, and he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. This quarterback now just 5 of 16 throwing the ball, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, I step 2.
Looking to throw. Bennett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Rock it. Hey, Echo.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift-wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal.
SOS. 4 now. Bang. Motion.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Jaguars 3. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Jaguars
Here we
take
go.
over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
On the double.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And that won't buy them much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. This is Carson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. And the failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll
look to run with Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Royce Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down. Turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They run again with Carson. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Come on, set. 30 base. Bam, bam. Yo, go. Ready.
Now a give, right side. Carson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Jared Goff with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Go.
Hatch it.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Go now. 60 or.
It's going to be a long day.
Go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 49 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Carson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Ready. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Kill.
Hit it.
Kill.
On 2nd down now, it's Parks. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Set, ready. 60 outlaw. Look, squeeze.
24, check 24. Check.
Now a give right side. It's Carson, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Bennett now throwing on 4th down. Looking long for Westbrook. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And We've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From just shy of midfield, Goff over the middle, complete. It's Gray. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff going to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Watch the slack, watch the slack, watch the slack. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Not here.
A shotgun snap for Goff. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2nd down and goal. Goff. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, it's a rare peak in a season of valleys as they move to 3-12 now on the year. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
big numbers. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers.